Hello, Maurice, welcome to Things Invest. Talk about investing, finance, and professionalism for today's systems only. The investment talk today would be ETH. So it's my second posting as of today. Respect to recording time on Monday, September 27th at 2:19 p.m. on the Eastern Time. Ethereum can trade $3,013, down about 3.78% so far. Respect to overall crypto market is relatively red today. Besides Solana, seems like it's kind of surging away, but normalizing from the earlier, even higher surge of up about I would say 8.75% earlier today, but now it's up about close to 5% at the moment. Respect to overall crypto market is again down today, with the anti-collision effects coming from the equity market, which, as you can see across the spectrum, especially on the growth and tech stocks, are surging. Seems like there are a lot of hedge fund sector rotation activities that's currently cultivating at the moment. So, with respect to Ethereum specifically, I've been reading up some news. I've been just a crazy morning with consecutive meetings. I would say 30-minute meetings, but like 6 consecutive ones back to back to back. So I just caught up on some lunch. Just munching on some fish next to me, and while at the same time drinking my Diet Coke just to have some caffeine to sustain my physical energy, if you may. It seems like it's just been a marathon the whole day. Ever since the debut on CNBC, I've just been, drinking from a fire hose on an email front. Because I don't want to be rude to the people that reach out to me, so I try to like respond accordingly. But I still have like seems like still 1,000 emails to reply back to, and I'm still building up on a daily basis. So I'm frankly just in awe at the moment. But anyways, this is it's important that I come back on the camera to talk to you guys, to give you guys the latest update, because I promise you guys to do so on a daily basis, at least twice a day, right? So with respect to Fortune 54 minutes ago, talk about Coinbase will soon let you direct deposit your paycheck into crypto. So this is interesting. It seems like obviously with respect to the, evolutions of crypto assets, Coinbase is implementing this into a solution similar to like like the mobile app called Chime that allows you to integrate your paycheck ahead of time for you to receive your paycheck 2 days earlier than usual. Coinbase is doing something kind of comparable, but allows you to direct deposit your paycheck into your crypto without you having to physically deposit your cash into obviously your holding on Coinbase. Seems like this is one of the first steps that the company's initializing. And then the second one on Bazinga, talk about Ethereum Classic takes a breather along with Dogecoin and other popular currencies. Take a breather. It seems like that's a little bit more of a premature type of verbiage. We know that based on the market cycle, we are within the bearish signal. As we've been talking about already, it's the reason why I keep saying that $3,000 is the dip, $2,007 is the dip, 2,450 is the dip. There's no sign of reversal yet. So it seems like this can be misleading to some people that are not familiar with the technical analysis. So just want to clarify that with respect to cooling down or taking a breather, we're just basically following what the market cycle is supposed to be occurring. Okay, so with respect to the other one, Decrypt 2 hours ago, how nonsense Ethereum NFT leaderboards drive smart money flips. So this is just more news talk about the NFT commercializations that we've been hearing on daily now. Just I think this is just more good to know news, but is it anything substantive? I was just saying this is just another recurring news. Talk about NFT adoptions based from the Ethereum value proposition. And then the next one with respect to Bitcoiners, 3 hours ago, talk about Bitfinex paid $27 million for an Ethereum transaction. So it seems like there's some corporate purchasing activity. Great to know that is based on the Ethereum transactional process. And then the next one on Decrypt 3 hours ago, talk about Ethereum developer Virgil Griffin pleads guilty on North Korea sanction charge. So seems like he made some mistakes when he was, obviously vacating in North Korea, which is quite sensitive politically, but also there are a lot of rules and guidelines for foreigners to be traveling in North Korea. So it's good to know, but does that have anything negative or any correlations to the price point of Ethereum sell-off? I would say no. This is just something that is obviously related to the foundational, with respect to the management team, knowing the fact that he's a developer for Ethereum, right? The next one is coming from Deutsche Bank. Talk about if Bitcoin is digital gold, Ethereum is digital silver. I think that's a fair characterization. I think this is probably man-made or artificially characterization. Digital gold is I believe I personally believe that the value proposition is comparable to gold and silver with respect to the adoption and the value that Ethereum or Bitcoin and any other cryptocurrency can subsequently evolve to become. So that's something I think with respect to crypto assets still metamorphosizing going forward. It's still in the early inning of it. So characterizes as gold. I get why they're doing it because it's some sort of like a safe haven effect. As it depreciates, US dollar depreciates. So but I think with respect to their characterization, it might be a little bit premature to be honest. But I understand because it's been they've been repeating this type of characterization for years now. So I guess it's something good to know. But Deutsche Bank is putting this as a stamp of approval, naming or name dropping both Ethereum and Bitcoin. So it's something we appreciate, obviously. And then the next one on Cointelegraph 5 hours ago talk about second largest Ethereum mining pool to suspend all operations. So when you are hearing something along the line, this will is obviously detrimental to the supply and demand dynamics of Ethereum. So this could be one of the catalysts on driving the sell-off today. I would say this is one of the key substantive one that we need to be aware of. On top of the sector rotation that we're seeing across multiple institutional funds as well, this is the reason why we're seeing the anti-correlation effects from some of the tech and growth stocks, as we are basically, terminating or leaning towards the end of September, which is the technical, time spectrum for Q3 wrap up, as we shifting to the beginning of Q4, which starts in October, November, and December. So this is more of something that we are aware of with respect to the sector rotation, subsequently driving the sell-off that we're seeing right now. So Ethereum, right now we are at the resistance level of 3,000. Again, it's not a substantive one because it's a flat number. Again, 3,000 is not a level of identification that we have been sustaining strong consolidation. The real level is again the 2,750, right? So with respect to the MACD, it's still in the bearish sign. There is no indicator of reversing yet. Also, RSI is at the 43.28, so we're not like completely depleted despite the sell-off that we have down about 4% so far. So I think 2,750 is still imminent, and I think 2,450 could be possible even, contingent on how the whales want to manipulate us going forward, right? So ultimately, when the business of risk mitigation, and I think a good level to buy would be starting between the 2,750, 2,450 from here. But if you want to incur some risk, I think right now the level is not a bad level either. But just know that the market cycle is still in the bearish state, that we are going to see some depression going forward. But, it's not going to be like a flat line, obviously. We're going to see some volatility on more of a oscillation on a sideways fashion, up and down on a daily basis going forward, right? So Bitcoin, again, we are comparable to Ethereum, which is going to be floating, and I think 40K will be a critical level to dollar cost average at, but 37, 34 would be the level I personally would be buying at. Dogecoin, I think we're at a great level to buy right now, to be honest with you. We are about to cross, but obviously it's fusing together, so it's forming a bullish setup. On top of the fact that RSI is relatively depleted at 34 out of 70, and again, 20 cents is a good level to buy at. So Dogecoin incurring some risk is not a bad idea at the moment. Cardano, we at the 2017 cents. I would say comparable to Dogecoin. I think we are obviously not as oversold as Dogecoin with the 41.93 out of 70. So probably wait until like the $2 again until we continue to cycle from here. But I think Cardano will get interesting as we get to the $1.87. But again, if we break that level, we have a long way to go to 145. But for me to start a position, I'll start at the 134, which is the yellow zone, right? Solana, we are obviously struggling, and I think the surge that we're seeing today can be interesting because we are forming a very different pattern in comparisons to the other coins. We don't have a how would you say, a formalized head and shoulder pattern. We just have one leap and kind of selling off from there. People taking some profit from there. We are on a scale of 52 out of 70, but we are slowly forming a curvature up. So it's something we have to be mindful of, but the signal is still bearish. Again, right, the level to dollar cost that would be 113.66 and 96 level to be dollar cost averaging, knowing the fact that we still have some room to fall down to. XRP, again, 88 would be the level to basically buy the dip. We're at the 41 of 70, so we're not like perfect, but it's not a bad level either. Again, the 88 was the dip, right? But if we break 88, 78 is coming. But I don't think that will be logical. I don't think we'll see like 69 or 57. But if we do, that would be a great level to buy it, right? Polkadot, I think we're forming a head and shoulder pattern, so we're still at the bearish signal. On top of the fact, we do have some room to fall down to because on the 45 of 70, there's no sign of reversing yet. So again, the dip is basically coming at the $26 or $25 level from here. Okay, so that's overall on the coins. Again, we have the capitulation anger or even starting to begin the depression stage coming, right? So with respect to the frame of reference for Ethereum, 3,000, 2,007, 2,450 would be the level I would personally buy at, right? I bought at the 2,750 a couple of days ago. And with respect to the market cycle, we are incurring some more, depression mode. Again, right, we've been mentioning that ideally dollar cost averaging at this level would be the logical thing to do. When everybody's being scared or fearful, that's when you should be logically buying it. But if you bought in the 4,000 again, right, that's just, it's unfortunate, but it's because you were misinformed by the media affectation, right, which makes sense. People typically want to buy when it's on a green day. It just psychologically works that way. Because it doesn't make sense when you don't feel internally it's a logical thing when you see it's on the red. But I want to correct that thinking, is that when the price actually decreases, the risk is actually decreasing as well. When the price is increasing, the risk is actually increasing simultaneously. So something you have to be mindful of, right? And the risk will definitely increase going forward, and we appreciate that because we bought at the bottom, right? So, and long-term wise, 9,800 in the next 12 months from here. So next year by September, we should technically be around this level, which will subsequently generate 3.3 times your money from here. So really appreciate you for dropping by again. It's my second video again on Monday. I do have a ton of emails to reply back to still. Hopefully I'm not like, coming off disrespectful. It's just that that's the way it is. I am only one person. And my partner is actually going on conferences as well, so I have to kind of hold the fort, if you may. But really appreciate you guys are really good friends, and I really appreciate the value creation that we're collectively building. And let's stay together. Let's keep doing this, and hope you guys have a good rest of the week and good Monday as well. And stay tuned for us to come up. Take care. Bye.